Okay, that's recording. That's recording, and then I'm going to go back on Skype. Call ya. Is it calling? Oh, I'm already talking to you. What the fuck? How do I get your face to come up here?
Oh, you didn't tell me your faces. Wait. Hello.
Hey, again.
Sorry,
Holy
I didn't know
fuck.
you wanted me on here.
Nah, it's okay. Hopefully we got it good this time.
I think we do.
Yeah. So what were we talking about? So we spoke basically because I'm gonna upload this now, not now as in right now, but as in this version. We basically went through like the craziest convo, which didn't fucking record, so we're gonna have to redo it. So what did we talk about? Like, let's just rehash over it, even though the people that's gonna listen are basically gonna get like a watered down version because we went fucking pretty ham on some shit. Basically, like, tell us about like you. I guess we'll start where we first started.
About me.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about me and Toopoor, how we met, and how all that's going down.
Nah, but I didn't record that, so we're gonna have to redo it for the people that's probably gonna watch it. Yeah, that sucks. We literally went through that hour and a half of just like awesome shit. Like, I thought it was just like the best shit. Like, I totally forgot we were even recording anything.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, it literally like didn't feel fucking any kind of it didn't feel like this. Like it didn't feel like fabricated.
Well, I mean, right now we're just like trying to think of what to actually say now.
Yeah. Just start off with, you were saying, like, because obviously people would have missed it. You're doing something with Toopoor at the moment.
Yeah. Well, right now, me and her have been talking a little bit. I can't really go into far details, but I'll tell you. I'll tell you whenever. But me and her are probably going to have big moves in the near future. And as a what's the word? And as a hint, it's just going to be like design. That's the only hint that I'm getting right now.
Like, she's designing something for you, or you're doing something for her, or you're both doing something together?
We're collabing.
Okay. Sick.
Kind of.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously we covered this earlier, but I mean, we're gonna have to redo it again because it didn't film. But how did you like get kind of like famous? Really, like, because you got pretty fucking impressive like Instagram stats. So like, for someone that doesn't know of you, how would you say that? Like, how would you tell them who you are and how you got well known, that kind of shit?
Really stupid how I gained most of my followers. There was this girl, she made a Vine, and I was in the background, and I just kind of leeched off her. Her Vine hit like 4 million views, and it was like, don't fuck with my boyfriend or I'll burn your house down, and like a spray hair thing, and she got like a lighter and sprayed it, and then fire going everywhere. So I was just kind of like the dummy in the back. That's really it.
But how did like people like find out about you? Like, was your details in the Vine or some shit? Like your tag?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what do we type like? Because I might even put it at the end of our convo, and I'm definitely gonna want to watch this because I want to see you some years ago. Because Vine was like probably out of action now for like 2 years. So how old were you? Like,
okay, so I was like 14, maybe almost 15.
Yeah.
Near whenever it ended. But I mean, I wasn't like one of those Vine stars. Like I wasn't nothing like that. I was in the background. People was like, oh, okay.
So you're not like you're not the second sibling or third sibling, whatever, of the Logan Paul people.
No.
Faith Paul.
No. I would not be happy with life. I wouldn't.
So
No.
I might wear like for people that's like keen to watch it. How like I'm gonna put it in the description and shit, but like what is the like YouTube keyword that you'd look in for that clip or whatever, so we can check it out.
I actually haven't watched it in forever, but I would look up if I knew her last name, Savannah something. Savannah something. I guess don't fuck with my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll go for a look after this and check it online.
It's whatever.
Yeah. Awesome.
So.
I'm really just trying to remember fucking everything we went through. Like, we talked about some crazy shit, dude.
I know, now that's all gone.
Yeah, the moment's gone. No. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's like the first time you ever get drunk or some shit. It's like such an awesome feeling. Or like have sex or some shit. And then it's like, the second time you do it, it's still pretty fucking sick. But it's like definitely not the same. Like, it's like there's some form of like magic that's not there anymore. It's like, it's probably like a cup that has a hole in it. And like, you're just constantly trying to drink out of that fucking cup that's leaking water or something. I don't know, bad analogy, but
I mean, I think it's just the fact that we're going to be talking to each other about stuff that we already know.
Yeah.
I think that's just... I mean, I guess some random stuff is I'm from West Virginia.
Yep.
I hate it. I'm going to move soon. Kind of want to get a career in fashion, makeup, that kind of industry.
Yeah.
I'm 17. I'm young. That's about it.
Let's make it interesting. Like, I ask you something, and then you ask me something, and then
okay.
So then, I guess I've just already asked you. So what do you want to ask me? And then I'll talk about me, and then you talk about you, and we'll just go like that for I don't know 20 minutes or so.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. What is one thing that you could rate a 10 out of 10? Like food or like, I would say food, but...
Oh, hang on. So, like, as in rate the category a 10 out of 10, or as in...
something.
Like, what I would give a 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm really... I'll probably sound really fucking pessimistic right now, dude. But I legit aren't that positive. Like, I'm a happy dude and shit, but I don't know if I enjoy anything that much where it's a 10 out of 10. Fuck, I really don't know, dude. There's got to be something in there. There's got to be something. Aside from probably music. But what kind of music, though? That's the question. Because no art is a really 10 out of 10. And if it is, it's not really art. Because it's not supposed to be perfect. Like nothing's supposed to be perfect. Right. The reason that I enjoy many things is because it's not. Like, I listen to music, the way I listen to music and movies, like anyone that has followed me on Snapchat will know this is how I view things. And especially my favourite cartoon, which is Futurama. I've got that shit tattooed on my bicep. I literally watch movies and listen to music and watch cartoons looking for faults. Like my favourite ever TV show is Seinfeld. I'm throwing out all these facts. But when I watch it, I'm always picking up where they've like fucked up their production somewhere, or maybe the camera angle's panned too high. A lot of my friends say I have like a form of autism, which I've never diagnosed, but I'm super fucking observant, where I can like see a change in something. Like maybe because when I was real young, I used to do those spot the difference books a lot. A lot of those puzzles, like spot the 10 differences in things, and I used to do that a lot. And so now when I watch movies, like I can pretty much listen to any project, big well-known projects. Like I haven't heard Drake's new project because I've kind of fallen off that whole mainstream shit the last few years. But I guess the last project I really heard of his was If You're Reading This Is Too Late, that real fucking
That
energetic
is
kind.
old.
Yeah, that was the last Drake project that I really liked. Whoa, I really
Oh
like
my
this.
god.
Yeah, and I picked up so much like differences in the way he recorded. Like I could tell that his tone was slightly different from this take. I could tell that it wasn't one take. I could tell that he recorded it maybe after where his voice kind of like dropped in key. I could tell where he wasn't as close to the mic. I could hear faint distance, little clicks in the background, shit like that. And I pretty much watch movies and I can like see differences where if someone's supposed to be dead, I'm the dude that always watches him. Like, is that person?
Oh my gosh.
But I don't know why I've always done that, because for me it's like it's like an Easter egg. If I find something that everyone else likes, like say if I'm watching a show that everyone likes, even though I don't really watch TV, but as an example, and I find something, that means that it's like a secret between me and the casting crew that they themselves did not see, or maybe they did see and they just wanted to put it out anyway, as like who would pick this out. Like big blockbuster movies, I can't even give you an example. I guess probably the last one was, I think it was Universal Soldier with Van Damme and fucking Dolph Lundgren. There was a scene where they were like in the meat locker or some shit, and the dude was supposed to be dead, and it pans and you see this corpse and he's just like that. But and as the camera moves away, you see his eye move over. His eye actually opens for like a frame or two, and he's just like. But you only see it as it's panned out. But you see the dude was supposed to be dead, but he wasn't. I'm the guy that always watches for these things, and I'm always looking at extras in the background. Like I really struggle to watch a movie where I'm actually watching the actual foreground of the person, and I will constantly rewind it if I thought I saw something different. Or I guess the biggest one I found was in Seinfeld. Once again, my favorite show ever. I fucking love that shit, and there was a point where I was literally watching that every second day. I don't know if you ever watched it, but there's a scene when Jerry's talking to Newman about. Have you ever watched Seinfeld?
I don't even think I've heard of it. Honestly.
Seinfeld, like, damn, like I really don't know how to explain it. It's called The Show About Nothing. It's basically just four friends that like. They don't ever do anything really. Like Jerry Seinfeld's a well-known comedian, like one of the best ever in real life, and the show's about him and his friends and how he's trying to succeed as a comedian. And the whole series, he slowly gets more and more famous, and then it ends, and he obviously is famous because the show's about him. But yeah. Anyway, this guy's. I won't talk about characters because if you don't know the main characters, you won't know the other characters. But for us, like the people that know me and know Seinfeld, will go back and watch the episode where Jerry's talking to Newman and Newman actually infested his house with fleas, and he's like fucking trying to get Newman to admit something. He gets all itchy and you actually hear the cameraman cough, which is kind of unusual because the cameraman and boom operator are kind of separate. But because it's like a small sort of space that I guess they were real close together, and you hear the cameraman actually cough, and the boom operator actually hears it, and it's not none of the main characters, but it's the boom operator. He's supposed to be silent. I guess that's really the kind of person I am. Like I'm really like that's how I really enjoy things. Like the imperfection of just everything is what I enjoy.
So you rate imperfection a 10 out of 10?
Nah, not like that. I just mean like, I guess yeah, I guess in a way, yeah, you're right. But I just conduct my life in that way. Like even the way I like make music and shit, it's like I kind of like I've always sung off key because I enjoy the fact it's not like anything else.
Right.
That kind of shit because it's like. I don't know, I remember some years ago, 6 years ago, I think it was 6 years ago, fuck. My brother used to give me so much shit, and I guess I was way smaller then, even though I'm real small now, I was way smaller back then. and my brother would always give me shit because he's always said that I rapped off key, and I've never understood that concept because I've never studied fucking music that way.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, or he used to always give me shit that my music sucks because it's off key, and it kind of got to me like back then, but I never understood it, so I just kept doing what I do because I just enjoy what I do, and slowly,
Yeah.
more and more people are starting to like it and that kind of thing, and then I started understanding that, fuck, like if all the singers and shit want to be on key, why the fuck would I want that? Because it just means that I want to follow what everyone else deems to be acceptable. Even with girls, like I've only really been with girls that have been like fucking emotionally damaged and shit like that because I feel as though the perfection that they are and they've experienced allows me to like. I like being the healer. I like being that guy. So, yeah, a lot of things that draw me into things is the fact that it isn't the same, as in this person isn't the same as the other 100, which is perfect, I guess, conventionally. Or this song is something I enjoy because it's not the same. Kind of like, when, like, I guess something that we would both understand is like Lil Peep, like the way when he made his voice, like the way he made music wasn't conventional in the sense that not only was he like blending genres, but also like his voice wasn't always the same in every song, and he actually allowed his like emotions to be dictated. Or I should say, he allowed the message of the song to be dictated by the way his voice wasn't the same. Like it may be deeper one day or higher in another song or some shit like that. But these kind of characteristics I enjoy about art in general. Like even paintings, I really fucking love paintings, and I've never had money for paintings because some of the paintings I want are like minimum $2,000, as all decent paintings are. But I enjoy actually like looking at the painting close up and seeing the brush strokes and seeing where they've kind of like fucked up the layering on one, and I enjoy that because it's kind of like it kind of allows me to delve deeper
That's
into
real.
people. Yeah.
That's real.
I've always been into like the psychology aspect of just life.
Yeah.
If something is...
I was into that for a little bit too.
Yeah.
But
so
that didn't go well.
I don't know. 10 out of 10 would be, yeah, as you said, the imperfection.
In a way.
I don't know. My other question would be... I'm just trying to like take it back to work. You give me another fact. Actually, you. If I can't think of a fact, you say something about yourself, and then I'll do the same type thing.
Okay. I'm just really basic. I mean, I don't really know. I don't know what to say.
You're not basic. No one's basic, dude.
This is really bad. I can't let it be silent for a video.
That's alright.
I don't know about me. I play guitar.
You play guitar?
I play guitar.
Yeah?
I'm left-handed.
Sick.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
No.
What?
Wait, did you say let's see?
No, I said sick, but
oh, no.
If you want to show us, that'd
shy.
be cool as well.
I'm shy. No, I'm shy. I'm too shy.
We'll bring that out. We'll bring that out of you.
Eventually, it might, but it's really weird how I'm left-handed. I started playing guitar whenever I got into Nirvana, and that was a few years after I found out about Hold.
Yeah.
I have a Squire Venus, which is Courtney Love's signature guitar.
Okay.
And I think that's really awesome. It's right here. But, hold on. There it is.
Hey, cool. I really know fucking nothing about guitars, dude. I literally don't know how to play any instrument.
Really?
Not at all. Like.
That is crazy.
Yeah, when we were young, my brother picked up the guitar, and when I was young, wanted to be an author. So I used to do little short stories and shit, and poems. I really like poems. Just like some form of escape for just the monotony of life and all the shit that's in here. What was that face about? What were you doing?
No, I was like, no, that's fine. That's cool.
And so then when I was really young, I was like living like in this. Well, I've always kind of really lived in like real sort of fucking shitty neighborhoods, but they weren't shitty in the sense that I didn't enjoy it. It was shitty in the sense that a lot of people wouldn't have liked to stay in that area. Like where I'm from, in Australia, we have like the three suburbs in Cairns, where I'm from, is called Murrabul, Manura, and Manunda. They're like the ghettos of suburbs. Like, yeah,
I've
I was
never
like,
heard of them.
yeah, no, you wouldn't have because it's like a different country and shit like that, and small suburbs. But basically, in Cairns, it's like the suburbs everyone wants to stay away from. But I've always lived there, and and it was pretty fortunate because when I was real young, I had neighbours that would always blast rap music, and when I was young and going through just development, I understood that I could hear like I can't remember what the song was across the fucking fence, but it was like obviously rap blends short storytelling as well as like poetry, and it made sense for me to actually like find a way to rhyme something over a beat, even though at that point I didn't have beats. But my brother was picking up the guitar, and I was just really interested in writing shit down because I just enjoy like creating another universe inside from one mind to whoever else reads that kind of thing. And that's how I think with music is like that escape is what most people crave because we live a life where it's very reality based, like obviously, but we never escape reality, and that's why the suicide rates I feel is
Crazy.
growing because no one has that outlet where they can actually like get away from everything.
No one cares anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you've tried it. I mean, it's all whenever people care whenever it's too late. Like I don't even know how many therapists and psychologists I've been to. I mean, if you try it, if you fail, that's when they care. But whenever you try it and you succeed, it's too late.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lose-lose for you.
Yeah.
And you try talking to people about it, and no one's gonna know about it unless you have gone through it or you're in it now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't relate to it. It's a hard thing to touch on too.
Yeah.
I mean, feelings are weird.
Yeah. What's fuck, what was I gonna say? Well, I gotta say, dude, at least that you've actually had the strength to go like, fuck it, like I've got a lot of shit that I need to deal with, and I've actually got the strength within to address these things. Whereas I know me and many others, I feel as though I'm very weak in the sense that I've always never wanted to say anything to anyone, and that's how I've like viewed music. It's like I can talk about my dramas and I feel like motherfuckers think I'm whinging and complaining and shit, but then when I rap about it, people enjoy it because it's like I'm saying some dark shit. Like in this new song, it's actually funny. I'm talking to you. It's like I'm talking about like you saw my Snapchats. Not Snapchats. You saw my Instagram story last night, where I'm like,
yeah, I did.
One way. Oh fuck. No faith, like your faith, but I wasn't a shot at you. I just mean it's crazy that it was like that. But yeah, the lyrics is like, no faith, one way, Cobain death before old age. Like some shit that I've thought about a bunch of times. Not that I'm glorifying it, but we're all presented with things that are beyond our like comprehension. And it feels like the times that I know I'm not the only one that would have wanted to say anything to anyone, I've always felt as though I should present myself in a certain other way, like I should present myself in a stronger manner. So really, like, allowing myself to receive counselling or treatment would, I feel as though, would allow my perception to another individual be lesser than what I want them to see. Like, they would think, oh, this guy's weak because of this. but really strength is only administered and fucking developed through actually seeking counsel from someone who understands these topics better. And that truly is strength, when you ask someone, when you yourself don't have the knowledge upon something, to ask them for help and to say, like, I don't fucking know what's going on in my mind. I don't know how to go about this. Can you help me? And that's strength, when you hold out your hand and ask for that. But where I've like been maybe in not to put onus upon my background, but being from a European background, it's like very patriarchal. Like the father is like the dude, the main guy, and mental illness and shit like that is basically like viewed upon as weakness.
You're just a bitch.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah, like I grew up seeing my father, like, you know, use his weight as strength to get everyone in line in the household. Me, my brother, my mum, like we all felt like violence and shit. And I definitely didn't have it as bad as some people. I didn't have it as bad as some people, but I had it like bad enough where it actually allowed myself to go deeper within myself to try to figure out who I am in different ways, which is grateful because I discovered music and art and shit like that, which I most likely wouldn't have found otherwise. But I feel as though the fact that you have reached out to a counsellor or anyone and gone like, fuck dude, I'm struggling on shit, man, help me out, that's really more than most people can and will do.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this has just been my experience with therapists and psychiatrists. I've been to 2 psychiatrists and I think 6 psychologists, and they never helped me because they'll just give you these stupid tips. They won't actually say, well, maybe this is happening because of this. Like it is, oh, you're depressed. Why don't you go outside, or why don't you try eating? But it's just that it's stuff that you already know, but you tried it and it doesn't work. And then, you know, you go to a psychiatrist to get put on medication. And the first time I went to a psychiatrist, I was 12, and she was awful. She was mean. But I mean, this isn't every psychiatrist. This is just my experience. And she was like, you need to get better. You need to stop being depressed, or I'm going to send you to a mental hospital. Even though I wasn't, like, threatening to this, I was nothing. I was just depressed. And I've always been really skinny. Like, I'm pushing 5 foot, and I'm, like, 85 pounds.
Yeah.
And, you know, my weight just is always, like, sometimes I'll be 90, sometimes I'll be 95, and then a week later I'll be 80.
Yeah.
You know, that's just, I don't do it on purpose. It's how I am.
Yeah.
And I remember one time she was weighing me. I never thought a psychiatrist would go this far, but she was weighing me, and she was, like, taking my height every time I went. And she was just really freaky. And like I said, she was like, you need to, why have you lost weight? Are you starving yourself?
Yeah.
What are you doing? And she was just so hateful.
Just a
and I stopped
general
going to
fucking
her.
thoughts.
Yeah. And I went to another one. I started going to him last year. And this led me in a big hole, too, because, you know, doctors can be a gateway for a lot. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I have a very addictive personality.
Yeah,
personality.
Same. Definitely.
Like, once I find something I like, I'm hooked on it.
Yeah.
And that can be anything.
Up, eh? That's how I am
can
too.
Be an idol. Yeah. But, I mean, the first time I went, I just turned 15, and he didn't know me. He didn't ask me anything. I was in there for 15 minutes, and he gave me lithium, he gave me Ativan, and he gave me, what else did he give me? He gave me an antidepressant.
Yeah.
And I was just so surprised by that. Like, my old psychiatrist was, like, pushing to give me Prozac.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Ativan didn't work. And, I mean, that's Ativan. And then he was like, okay, let's try for 2 milligrams of Klonopin a day.
Yeah.
And Klonopin is worse than Xanax.
Okay.
Like, the half-life is 12 hours.
Yeah.
And Xanax is, I think, 6. and that was a big step for me. And I don't know, I was just shocked.